Abortion Bereavement, Bridget Wadley, Spring Semester 218, Socioculture, Commentary, Analysis of Death Themes in Art, Soc 203, OLA, OLB, Jennifer Fales, 3-4-18. How to have an abortion. Don't think about the freckles he or she might have, or how much hair, how big a grin, or whether swimming could come naturally, or whether it might play the violin. Don't think of prom, don't think of puppy love, or calculus, or snow, or spring in bloom, or anything that might remind you of the future now contained within a womb. Don't feel anxiety, don't feel regret, don't fret about some otherworldly guilt. Don't feel the bond of parenthood, don't let insane, outmoded Don Quixote's tilt at private windmills. Don't spill any ink, examining yourself. Don't feel, don't think. Bryce A. Taylor. Bryce A. Taylor captures the reader's attention with just the title. People are already wondering what the poem is truly about. The medical process of having an abortion, or the mental emotional side of preparing yourself for an abortion. Teenagers. When considering an abortion, other things are going through your mind. How am I going to provide for this child? Will I need to depend on my parents, on state aid? Will I be dumped by my baby daddy and left high and dry? Or even, will I see my rapist's face every day when I look at this baby? This poem connects to the grieving process discussed in our book because it is essentially telling the woman considering an abortion that they must stay emotionally numb. They must not think at all or they will change their mind. Abortion is a topic that associates with emotions because one may have regrets later on in life. They are terminating a pregnancy after all, which is heartbreaking for them, but possibly necessary at that time in their life. They will go through the 5 stages of grief while they mourn the child's death. You may also not be able to get pregnant later on in life and wish that you hadn't gotten an abortion earlier in life. All these emotions are overwhelming, but approach many women when they go to make the choice that best fits them and their life. Don't feel anxiety, don't feel regret is associated with abortion. In fact, most of this poem is about abortion and feelings that come with this choice. Don't spill any ink, examining yourself is about not fretting too much about the feelings that you have about terminating your pregnancy, because if you think about it too much, you will decide to keep it or have an adoption. Examining your inner thoughts will get to you with how you really feel and prevent you from making a bad decision. External beliefs about this poem and topic could be influences within the community, culture, environment, society, family, friends, etc. These factors could be different on how you feel about the topic differently than you would internally, or they could go together. Internal beliefs about the topic are ones that you would have originally had as a child, but exposed to when you were younger and in school, or how you feel deep down. Many individuals identify one way or the other. Either they are for abortion or they are against it. Their values weigh on this, as well as the external and internal beliefs. This poem talks about how one must be emotionally broken or shut off in order to have an abortion, which may or may not be necessarily true. It could help some people get through it, but in the long run it could hurt them because they will have a longer process of dealing with grief and bereavement. Overall, it is a tough decision on a woman no matter what she decides. There is something that she will have to live with as well as her child. She could live to regret it in the future, but it is something that must be done in response to the actions made by 2 people. A woman has the right to choose what is best for her child, and however best she decides to cope with the loss of that child is also up to her based on her life circumstances. We're excited. Thanks for watching!